Hey everyone, we're given this equation where x cannot be 0 and we have to answer some questions. So the first question says write the equation of the vertical asymptote to this graph. So basically what we're looking at is this right here. X can't be 0 because you cannot divide by 0. So your vertical asymptote is right here. It can't cross this line at x equals 0. All right, so that's the first part. And the next part is write the solution to the equation y equals 0. So where y equals 0, it's right there. So you plug this in your calculator and then do second calculate or second trace, and you're going to hit number 2. So second trace number 2 and calculate the left bound and the right bound of this. So somewhere in here and there. And when you get that, you'll get your answer as negative 1.58 is your 0. Or you can write it as negative 1.58 454 ... You don't want to, if you do negative 1.6, or if you do negative 2, or negative 1.59, IB will not give you any marks for that. Has to be 3 significant figures or the exact value written as such. All right. And then find the coordinates of the minimum. So here's your minimum value somewhere in there. So you're going to do the second thing, second trace, but then you're going to calculate the minimum. So you estimate from on each side, left bound and right bound side, and when you get your minimum, the coordinates actually of the local minimum, you're going to get 2.06, comma 4.49, or for IB you can expand this and write this as 2.06020 ... for exact values 4.49253 ... All right. Now they want us to find the derivative of our function here. So let's do that. I'm going to go ahead and rewrite f of x as x squared minus 2x plus 9x to the negative 1. So I'm just bringing this x up so I can take the derivative. So f prime of x equals 2x minus 2 minus 9x to the negative 2, because you're subtracting 1. So simplifying this, you're going to get 2x minus 2 minus 9 divided by x squared. All right. Now what does it ask you to do? It says, so we did that. Show that this can be written as, we can simplify. Basically, they want you to simplify. So our common denominator is x squared. So to get everything with the x squared, basically what you're doing is you're taking this equation and putting an x squared here, so you have to put 1 here. Put an x squared here, so you have to put 1 here. So that's going to give you 2x cubed minus 2x squared minus 9. We didn't have to do anything with that because we already had it. All right. Now it says find the gradient to y equals f of x at the point 1, 0. So for 1, you're going to take your derivative, which we have here, and plug in 1. So that's going to give you your gradient. So that gives you f prime of 1 equals 2 times 1 cubed minus 2 times 1 minus 9 divided by 1 squared. And that equals negative 9. And that's the gradient. And it says next, the line L passes through the point A. So 1, 8, 5, 6, 7, 9, 8, right about there. And it's perpendicular to this line. So some line is tangent to A here. All right, write down the gradient of L. So since it's perpendicular, what you do is we already know the gradient to this part here is negative 9. So we need something for the perpendicular line. We'll call this line 2, should equal negative 1. So basically what we're doing is we're taking negative 9 times 1/9 equals negative 1. So it's called the negative reciprocal or opposite reciprocal. So we take our negative 9 and we do the reciprocal or the and then negate it. So two negatives make it now. It's going to be a positive. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.